Good evening. It is an honor to stand here on behalf of this graduating class. After 5 years of studying on this campus, all that I have to say is that I am so incredibly grateful. This is the place where I truly encountered God. Now, after crossing the Jordan River, the Israelites set up 12 stones in the middle of the river as a memorial. When their children asked what these stones meant, they were to tell them that this is where the Lord their God delivered them, that this is where the Lord stopped the river and allowed them to cross. About a month ago, I was walking back from the point, and as I looked at this chapel, it occurred to me that Briercrest has become, in a very similar way, for me, these stones. Because I know that when I visit in the future, even if I drive down the highway and see this chapel, I'll remember what God did for me here. I will see the place where God tested and strengthened my faith, where God filled me with a deep love for his church. And unlike the stones in the River Jordan, this place does not simply stand as a testament of past faithfulness, but God has used and is using and will continue to use this place to transform lives. This graduating class itself stands as a testimony to God's faithfulness, and for this I am very thankful. Now, originally I had thought that I was coming to learn all the right answers and to get a necessary credential towards a pastoral job in the future. It was my thought that I would be prepared so that in season or out of season, I would be able to give an account for which denomination I'm most closely affiliated with. However, God's plan for me was much greater than this. Instead of learning abstract theological truths, I have been challenged to wrestle with the tremendous implications of my faith. Through my education, I have had my eyes open to the radical call of the gospel, and through the community here, I have had the opportunity to live this call out. I learned that faith is never separated from following, that belief must always be embodied. I learned that theology could actually be used towards church unity and reconciliation instead of simply tearing it apart. I have seen how wonderfully diverse the Church of God is within its unity, and I have felt the love of those who I have been placed alongside as we have all walked this journey of faith together. And not everything that I have learned here has been incredibly profound. I have learned that around midnight there is a mysterious craving within most students for burgers and other sorts of food which only a trip to Moose Jaw can remedy. And even last night I found myself in the Denny's in Regina around midnight for no other reason than simply because. Last year I found out that a spontaneous game of ultimate frisbee, when we should be studying for our finals, does not only bring all sorts of students together, but even some professors. And on that note, Dr. Potker is much better at frisbee than the majority of us. In addition to frisbee, in these last few weeks, for better or for worse, almost anything other than studying will bring students together. And though these things may seem small and insignificant, these smaller parts of our community life cannot be separated from the education that we have received. What we have learned in the classroom, we have had the opportunity to live out in our halls, on our sports teams, worship teams, or various service teams. What I learned in the classroom was refined through long late-night conversations with my friends. These conversations are perhaps what I will miss most about this place. I have been encouraged and challenged and held accountable by these students, and for this I am very grateful. So as this year comes to an end, I am both sad to move on, but also excited to see where God will take me in the future. I absolutely love this place, and I know that it will always feel like a second home to me. As I have already said, I am so thankful for Briercrest. I am thankful that even as we leave this place, the work that God has been doing here will continue. I am thankful for the professors, the staff and faculty, the many volunteers that continue to serve here, making this place what it is. I'm thankful for students here who care deeply about Briercrest and are working alongside it to make it a better place. I'm thankful that next year my younger brother is going to be able to come here and experience what I have experienced. I think I'm more excited about it than he is. And finally, I'm simply thankful that God chose to reveal himself in such powerful ways while I was here. Encountering God here has truly changed my life. Thank you.